been a while since we've done an update, guys, but we've got Karen on the line. Hi, honey, how are you?
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah? Alright, so a lot of people will remember one of the last updates we did probably a month or so ago was the bad teacher about Carol and the missing persons case for Joseph that happened
Yes.
in 2016.
Well, that happened in 2015. I didn't start working the case until 2016.
Right, okay. So something has come about which is of a concern, and we just, again, need to get it out there because it's the right thing to do. And when I heard some of this stuff, I was absolutely disgusted. But anyway, that wouldn't be the first time. So Karen, do you want to fill us in on what was happening?
Apparently, I've upset a few people by what I've said in the past and wanting to apologize to anybody that I have offended, really.
But if you said anything about a particular person 3 years ago, wasn't this in private message and not in public?
Right. It was a private message thing, and it was something that happened back in 2016, and it's being brought forward in this case because of the wife, Carol, who is a suspect in her own husband's disappearance.
Yeah.
She's been after me ever since I started that case because she knows the evidence I have, and it could hurt her, and she doesn't want anybody believing me or believing in me. So she will do whatever she can to hurt me and destroy me. She has dedicated her life, it seems like, to hurting me. That even goes for Shelley, and they have done nothing but, I mean, these women, they're brutal, man. They're brutal. And I've tried to ignore them, but they went too far.
And
way too far this time.
They have nothing to do with Lauren's case, yet we're finding, even today, like just looking at articles and stuff before, right, Karen?
Yeah.
You were being, like, that whole case, and that was being thrown into Lauren's case, and neither of them are connected.
With Kevin Lake now wanting to come after me with whatever it is that Carol brought to him, I didn't really do anything wrong.
What I said to Karen earlier is that if everyone got really butthurt about every time someone spoke about them behind their backs or in a text message or anything, we wouldn't get anything done in life. I mean, seriously.
I know, I was going to say, I have people talking about me all the time. Bad about me, okay? You don't think I hear all this? People talk, and they tell me what other people say. So
it happens all the time.
It doesn't. You can portray me as a monster, but the one thing I will not do is be intimidated and back out of a case because you are scared. I'm sorry. Not going to happen. And all I did was tell the truth. And if you don't like it, then maybe you shouldn't have done what you did.
And for those who haven't seen the Bad Teacher episode, Karen approached Carol in that investigation and asked her why she had tried to up Joseph's life insurance 10 days before he went missing. So that's a legitimate question, and that is a question that detectives would ask of a person of interest, or suspect, actually, because she is listed down as a suspect.
Right. When you ask, or when you go and try to up your insurance policy on your husband 10 days before he disappears, yeah, that is a big red flag.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, so that is what
and
kick-started this.
Yeah, that's what started this whole mess. And then she started accusing me of things, doing things that I wasn't doing. Hard is whenever, I would sit there and I would watch my Facebook, like on Messenger, like if Shelly was messaging me, and I know that her boyfriend's like a big computer software genius type guy. Anyway, so like I'm sitting there, I'm watching my messenger one day, and I'm typing and I'm writing all of this out, like something, like a whole sentence out, and I'm just watching it. I'm like, what's going on? Like, it took me a minute to realize, because right after that message appeared under my name, it disappeared, and I started screenshotting everything. Like I was taking screenshots of it before and while they're doing it, and then after, and I'm like, you people really think that I'm not stupid. And I was like, I have the proof right here that you were trying to set up a whole conversation trying to make me out to be a bad guy. I mean, I have the freaking proof. This is how sick these people are. This is how crazy they are. And they will stop at nothing to destroy me. But when you are messing with a case that is important, like another case that has nothing to do with your case, I mean, that's a bit extreme. It really is. And it's pathetic. You're dealing with the emotions of other people. And here's another thing I want to address. I never once asked for money in this investigation. I never asked to get paid. I don't even want to get paid. The family offered to give me the reward money when this was all done. And I said no, because that's not what this is about. This is about finding a missing person. It's not about money. And I'm not going to sit there and have somebody say that I only did it because of the reward money. I came in and, whenever the reward money first came out, when they first posted it, I'm like, I didn't even know that there was a reward until, I guess, a couple of days into it, whenever the mom was talking about it.
Yeah.
I didn't take on this case for money.
No, and I took it on by months before that was even posted. That's not our intention or our motive. So
I shouldn't have to defend myself. I shouldn't have to worry about what somebody is going to do to this case. And Kevin Lake, you are letting other people interfere in this investigation.
Yeah, in a bad way. Yeah.
Yes.
So if people were wondering why EquiSearch wasn't brought into the case,
Kevin Lake only agreed, and this is just me purely guessing right now because I don't have actual proof of this.
No, we don't. We put that out there, but I feel the same way.
But I believe that he only called them in there, called Tim from EquiSearch in there to search, get the parents' hopes up and everything.
Because of the information, Carol?
Just to talk about me.
Yeah.
Just to talk about me and talk about how I was slandering him when he has no idea what any of that was all about. And they're going to go after me. They're going to sue me. Go ahead. Y'all are taking the focus off of the case, and that's exactly what you're doing. But I have never, ever once accused anybody in anything. I was asking questions.
Yeah, we have been.
I wasn't being accusatory. So if you want to get me on that, go ahead. But I'm not at all accusing you. I'm just asking why was it handled this way.
It makes sense now that of why EquiSearch wasn't brought in. They were only brought in briefly to witness what Carol had sent them in a private message about him 3 years prior.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that to a family? Why would you get their hopes up? Her mom freaking called me crying. Are you serious? Like this has got to be the newest low. Well, I mean, I can take you attacking me, okay? But when it comes to the family of a missing person, that kind of upsets me, just a little bit.
Well, we already know that Lake has yelled at Tori. He doesn't care by the looks of things.
I'm kind of blown away by all of this right now. And I know I shouldn't be, because in so many crazy things that have happened in this case, but this is a new low, and I can't believe, I cannot believe any of this. And if you want to say that I'm being accusatory right now, I'm just stating facts. Go ahead and try to get me for this, because seriously, I am not doing anything wrong. For him to go this far, though, what does this say about him?
We already know, though, that he has spoken to the family like crap. Even the update that Darcy for Channel 19 talks about how Tori was treated. So there's no surprise there that they would sink to a new low like that.
And what he's doing is also putting my life in danger, and to take what somebody else has given him about me, I mean, he's digging. He's really trying to find something on me to hurt me, to stop me. He's not going to stop me.
Or me.
This isn't about me. This isn't about Joseph. This isn't about Carol. This is about Lauren.
Yeah, it's like I've always been saying, it's bigger than any of us. And for him to act the way he's been acting is really disappointing. It's disgusting. It's just repulsive.
And I'm sorry if I offended you and hurt your feelings, but this is, I mean, if you have a problem with me, you could have come to me.
Plenty of times. Could have answered my calls, my repeated calls that never got returned.
Yeah.
You could have spoken to any of us.
So the attack, it only really looks like you're just trying to hurt me because of the things that I am saying, things I'm releasing. And this is not stuff that I'm just making up because I can back it up with proof. And if that scares you, then maybe you're not in the right position. Maybe you shouldn't be a leader of your community. You can't just go around hurting people all day and think it's okay. And yes, I'm going to stand up. If it means my life, I will never back down from people like you.